Well, today's been a day of discoveries because I've discovered that McDonald's do zero Sprite. So, I've just been and had something done with my car and it was going to take about an hour. So, there was a McDonald's up the road. So, I walked up to the McDonald's. I thought, what can I have? I thought I'll have a Diet Coke. Because obviously, I don't want to drink caffeine, too much caffeine, it's too late. Obviously, I'm not going to eat there. So, what do? So, I thought, well, I'll have a zero Sprite. Because what an amazing thing to do. No caffeine, no calories, winner chicken dinner. So I had that while I was doing my work on my laptop in McDonald's. And I noticed something interesting. 3:30 in the afternoon. And this McDonald's restaurant was packed. I mean, packed full of kids of all ages. So not just teenagers on school holidays. Packed full of families and young kids and whatever. It was full. And is it a busy McDonald's? Kind of. It's not really at some sort of motorway junction or anything like that. It's just sort of a standard McDonald's. So what was interesting to me was, because what I want to be conscious of here is not moralising about junk food, because everyone knows that junk food is bad. But my point always comes back to this thing about personal responsibility when it comes to obesity, and people talking about obesity as environment, and obesity is due to genetics, and obesity is not a choice, and obesity is this and that. I've just been in that restaurant, it's packed. So, that's your problem. That's the problem. It's 3:30 in the afternoon and people are chugging Big Macs down their neck. That's the problem. You know, having junk food as a treat every so often is fine, but we've got a serious health problem as a nation. We're trying to blame factors other than our own choices, yet every single fast food restaurant you go into is packed. In all areas, so that's low-income areas, high-income areas, whatever. They're always packed. Because the strength of their marketing and the strength of the draw of their products is so strong. And there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with occasionally having a treat. When I was a kid, we grew up not far from a McDonald's. And when we had a McDonald's, it was a treat. Okay, because it was expensive compared to like cooking at home or buying stuff from a supermarket back then. And it was expensive. But it was a treat. It wasn't something you just did on a random day or a random weeknight. And here lies the problem. You see, this is the problem. The problem is that we're blaming these factors, yet we're not making the right choices ourselves first. And if if you're happy to accept the consequences of your decisions, that's absolutely fine. If you say, do you know what, I do eat McDonald's, but I'm all right with that. I don't mind. I'm happy. I don't care. Fine. But if you're not, you can't be pointing your fingers at other factors if you are eating a Big Mac at 3:30 with a 4-year-old. Do you know what I'm saying? And I very much doubt that everybody in that restaurant was doing it as a treat. So that's what they want to do, and that's their choice. Who I'm talking to is the person watching this video. And the person watching this video needs to know that the personal responsibility is the ultimate form of human maturity. And there are choices that we all make on a day-to-day basis. And unless your choices are sound, then you can't point your finger, especially when it comes to what we're talking about, which in essence is just sticking food in your mouth. You know, that's you're in control of that. No matter your environment, no matter your genetics, no matter your background, you're in control of what you put in your mouth. It's difficult. It's hard to maintain a healthy weight. It's hard to make the right decisions all the time, but it's not impossible. So when I walk into a fast food restaurant and it's packed, and this is a lot of them, it wipes out any argument about, oh, it's not our fault. How can it not be our fault when we're in these places? When every single coffee shop is packed, when everyone's apparently broke, you know, when these average coffee shops, £5 to £10 a visit, they're full as well. You know, change is possible. It is possible, but unless we all take control of these choices that we're making, you can't have it both ways. You can't expect to eat junk food every day and be a healthy human being. It's not possible. And the only people who are doing that are the people who have got a strong calorie controlled diet and are able to manage those decisions. But that's a small percentage. Most people can't. Most people will eat a McDonald's or a junk food meal and then get lethargic and just wallow. Yeah? So the point I'm trying to make is, let's take control here and let's make better choices on a day-to-day basis. And if we do that, and I'm not talking about teenagers who go out and spend their own money, or I'm not talking about people in their early 20s. I'm talking about children. We weren't in McDonald's every day. Yeah? We certainly weren't in there at 3:30 in the afternoon. So it's worth considering that as a bit of a guidance for your own benefit, because whilst it's the more difficult way around, you will feel so much better about yourself if you just make the right decisions. It's hard, but if you take responsibility, honestly, it's the key to happiness and particularly the key to good health. So there's my 2 penneth. Now, to finish up on that note, just remember, talking about good health decisions, our last ever free trial at the Fit Boy Bootcamp for our exclusive Women Over 40 programme is next week. So the last free trial that we're ever going to do is next week. From September, all trials will require a deposit, okay, which will be refundable, but they will require an upfront deposit, which will be refundable. So the last purely free trial is next week. So if you want to get involved, you are over the age of 40, and you want to get in shape and start making some better decisions, taking responsibility and feeling good about yourself, having more energy and confidence, click the link above, click the link below, get your application in now, and we'll get you involved next week. Have a good day.